Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffaloes offense will get the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hester. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Buffaloes are on the move. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hester. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Akbar.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beckham. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds a little space. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Gets it out fast. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hester. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hester. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in a touchdown. What a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps? Running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking. I think that might have got in his head. That might have been a reason why he dropped it.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Burgess. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Unloads it left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Hester. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to let it fly. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the pummeling has started.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
Just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Past the 50. At the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Marks. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hester. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Akbar. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Beckham. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the end into the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the fullback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28th. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the Gamecocks get enough for the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room, it's Beckham. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Daniels. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it. The AT unit on the field.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Burgess. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than...
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the point after is good. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.
it.